What's up, guys? This is Kephas. Alright, so we are finished with the Cataclysm expansion, and by Cataclysm expansion, I of course mean Mount Hyjal. So we've done that, and we're going to move on to Pandaland now. We are currently level 85, and I want to go there for a while. I want to go see the pandas and hang out with all the cool Pandaren and have some fun there just for a little bit. We've still got double XP going on. You know what? We don't watch cutscenes here. What am I doing? All right, so we're going to talk to this guy. Yeah, we got double XP, got the armor, we've got PvP enabled, and we're going to probably fly right on through all of this. So where exactly does it want me to go? I don't remember. I probably should have read the quest. Oh, okay, it's over that way. Okay, I see it. There's a big ship in the air. That's where we're going. And you gotta love the ability to see things from far away, which is something I don't usually have, but I do have it in the game, which is nice. Because a lot of times, like sometimes, I don't know what happens, but I'll be playing this and I'll log in and suddenly my screen can't see things as far away. Like I can see stuff happening in Westfall all the way from here, but sometimes the game automatically changes my graphics settings, and I've even had people in YouTube say, how come your graphics settings suddenly went down a little bit? I'm like, thanks for letting me know that. I wasn't paying attention, and sure enough, the game changed my settings randomly. So thanks, game. Thanks for like choosing for me how good my computer is, what my computer can handle. I think I can handle it. So yeah, but this time we are good. As soon as I figure out where the crap I'm supposed to go and talk to somebody, I think, okay, there it is. There's thank God for my minimap up here. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the pandas and hang out there for a while. I don't know what zones I'm gonna go to. I usually go to Jade Forest for a little bit, and then I go right up to Kunlai Summit, and by the time I get like part of the way through Kunlai Summit, we're ready to be done. So I imagine with double XP, we may not even have to do that much. So we will see. Alright, so actually I should look at... Yeah, okay, my inventory is good. I could have sold a couple items that I forgot, but it's fine. Alright, let's turn this quest in. Get free... Wow, that was a lot of experience I just got there. Jeez. Okay, we need to... do a thing, I think, somewhere. We gotta shoot things. It's fun. If I can find the things that I gotta shoot, they're probably right in front of me and I can't see them, but it's fine. No, I gotta go below. That's what it is. I think. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me go in. Is there a way to get downstairs? See, sometimes having the ability to fly confuses me because I'm like, where does it want me to go exactly? Is it up here? Is it this way? No? Is it down here? It's gotta be down here. Okay. Oh, it's this. This is right here. It's just right. Okay, let's just go. I'm a little bit embarrassed now. What do you expect from a blind guy that can't see the helicopter that's right in front of him? Maybe if I would have read the quest text. Oh well, it's all good. Now, see, here's an example of where console port kind of messes you up, because it doesn't show you your vehicle slots. So what I do is I have a little hidden section for my actual bar. Whenever I'm in a vehicle, I can kind of look real quick here and see what I will have to use. Of course, it hasn't shown up yet. Okay, now it's here. So yeah, so you can see I'm using a vehicle and it doesn't show me what my abilities are. So I'm just kind of like hitting... Well, I play the controller, so I'm using console port, so I'm hitting A a bunch. So yeah, that's one little downside to console port, but you can see I have that little bar here. I can kind of scroll over and see what my abilities are. I have 2 abilities. I should probably be paying attention to what I'm shooting to. Okay, we'll use torpedoes. This is kind of a fun mission, though. Just kind of spam 1 a bunch and then hit 2 every now and then, and you win. And it looks awesome, and it sounds cool, and it's great. If you aim better than I do, you'll probably do better than I am obviously doing. Let's just torpedo that, even though I probably didn't need to, but it's fine. And yeah, we're just shooting. It's like a freaking military zone up in here. Okay, I think are we done? Is that it? Finish it? No, we're moving to the next spot. That's what's up. Cool. Yeah, so we're blowing up this boat now, which is fun. All right, just Did I? Okay, I was like, what is going on? Game, you working? So you just shoot at it until it blows up. Like that. It's really cool, actually. I like these missions. The Horde has one as well. I actually like the Alliance one better because you get to fly on a plane. The Horde one, you just kind of, I think you just kind of like take over a gun on the boat or the ship or whatever it is, and you just shoot things from there. I feel like that's what happens, but I'm not 100% sure. This one, you're actually on like a helicopter, and you just like shoot with your machine gun, and it's really cool. And you blow up the boats, and it's easy because they just kind of sit there. There's a few missions like that in BFA. I feel like you get to do a couple cool things like that. But I always like the flyover, like I always call them like I used to call them the bombing missions because in BC they added a bunch. You'd fly on a bird and fly over an area and like throw bombs down, which is I always thought that was fun. Wrath had a cool one out in Northrend where you would hop on like a gunner turret thing and shoot like the frost wraiths or whatever they were that would kind of try to fly towards you, and I liked going to do that. It was a daily that would happen almost every day, and I love that one. Everybody liked that mission. So these types of missions I think are a lot of fun. So they actually did an entire raid battle in Wrath. If you haven't ever been to ICC, there's an entire raid battle that's kind of built around that system, which people seem to like. The loot ship is what we called it. It's not what it was actually called, but that's what it's known by. I always like going. It's kind of funny going to do that now because it's like instantaneous win. You hit it like 2 times and the fight's already over. So, but let's see. What am I doing? I am clicking on something over here. It says maybe the rope. Okay, so I can fly down, but this is once upon a time you couldn't fly here, and you had to like rope down, which is kind of funny. Whoa, or I'm parachuting, I guess. Yeah. So Horde you rope down, Alliance you parachute down, and I look hilarious doing it. So we're getting like 10% per quest turn in, without not including like the amount of experience we get from fighting things. So that's cool. We also have 127 rested experience. I always let that build back up between recording sessions, which kind of speeds things up even more. So that's also cool. And there's going to be tons of ore and herbs around everywhere that we can gather. I'm probably not going to get the skill, the profession skill for it, because they're always out of the way and whatever. But we will at least grab what we can. Sometimes the Pandaria resources can sell for a bit, especially like ghost iron, because people like to make what is it? There's something you can. Oh, the sky golem. People like to make that, and that requires a lot of ghost iron. So, we'll take what we can, get a little bit of experience, nothing too crazy. But why don't we just? Lots of flowers around here to pick, aren't there? Yeah, there's another one, green tea leaf. I don't know if the leaves sell for a whole lot, but is my auto loot off? Yeah, why'd that happen? Auto loot was turned off. See, I don't know what causes that. I didn't do that. Sometimes the game changes some of my settings randomly, and I don't know why it does that. It's weird. Okay, so what is my objective here? I got to fire at a Horde war wagon. Okay, so war wagons are down this way, I'd imagine. Towards the Horde encampment. There's one right there, in fact, I think. Maybe. Yeah. So we blow that up. Boom. That's fun. And then we just fight these guys. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Killing orcs and blowing up wagons sounds like a good time, for sure. I can't wait to get to BFA. I can't believe I just said that, but there are good things there. For example, if you're a hunter, you can tame bees. That's going to be like one of the first things I'm going to do when I get there is tame a bee, because bees are awesome and they're still awesome. And I still don't have the bee mount, but I will eventually because, like I said, bees are awesome. They're kind of scary in real life, but in games they're cool. In real life, they're pretty cool too because they help us in so many ways, and I feel sorry for them because I'm not going to go all bee preachy or anything, but poor bees are having a rough time still between murder hornets and environmental things. It's kind of sad. So I will gladly. In real life, I'll probably run away from them because they scare me. Because they're loud and they're tiny and I can't see them, but I can hear them, and they have sharp stingers. Actually, they kind of it's kind of funny because in games, like in this game, like I love having a bee, but it still kind of creeps me out a little bit because They make the bee sound, and I'm like, oh, is that in the game or is that real life? But anyway, eventually we will tame a bee, and I'll be happy to do that because I like them. So for now, though, we're just going to keep beating up these orcs and blowing up things, and it's a good time. We are probably going to level up really quick while we're here. There's a certain point now in the Jade Forest where I have to move on, because I can't. There's a quest that I have a very hard time doing, and it's both sides have it too. That's what's funny. So Alliance and Horde both have the same basic quest. It's not the exact same because it's from two different perspectives, but there is a point where you talk to these people who are telling you what happened, like a story that happened to them, like their past events or whatever, and you have to play through those events. And one of them involves you playing as a sniper, and you're having to cover your teammates before they get killed. And because of my vision, like the first time I ever, because I actually had to do it at least once, and the first time I ever did it, I actually had the hardest time. And I remember my friends were very frustrated because a lot of times, I'll run into situations, where I'm having a tough time with the quest, and sometimes I can get it on my own, and sometimes I've benefited from just having someone to help me out. And so I've always had friends around that, if there was ever a hard quest, like my friend Eludra helped me get the Netherwing eggs for the Netherwing rep back in the day to get all the cool Nether Drakes. That was a pain in the butt. Also, she did the same thing with the the Serpent Rider eggs. Not the Onyxia eggs. I don't know what those are. But the Serpent Rider eggs actually here in the Jade Forest, she helped me a lot with those as well. Because, again, I can't see them. Now, when it came to this quest, though, it's a solo quest. It's something that you have to, you can't group up to do it. It's not something out in the world. It's like a one of those scenario type event things. And they weren't able to help me. And they were honestly very frustrated by that because they like to help me whenever they could. So, but it's fine. I got through it. I had to it's the game. And I don't think that it should ever go away. I don't think that it's a bad thing that the quest is there. But it was just one of those frustrating quests. Sometimes I can probably do it. I'll probably fail a bunch at it, and I just prefer to just move on because it's not necessary. But I don't at all mind, or I wouldn't complain about Blizzard putting it there, and neither did my friends. It was just one of those things like, man, it sucks that we can't help you out. But it's just one of those. It's a good example of just sometimes you'll come across something in a game when you're visually impaired, or it doesn't matter what game it is, even a game like Warcraft, where I've done so much to make it better. There are always these, you're going to come across these situations where the quest and the way it's designed and the way it's, the challenge that it is, it can be challenging to do it. But again, I want to stress, that doesn't mean that I think that the challenge shouldn't exist at all. I do think it should. But yeah, it's just one of those things. So anyway, we cleared out this area. I like the Alliance side of this more than the Horde side. And I don't know, maybe it's because I've done the Horde side more often, but I just feel like the Alliance side is better. This is actually a cool cutscene because it shows kind of a dark side of the Alliance, I believe. So it's one of those things. It's back when they were able to tell a more balanced and interesting story, better than they do nowadays, where everything's one-sided. Back then, Garrosh was the warmonger. Ultimately, he was the ultimate bad guy, but the Alliance did some pretty shady things as well. For example, right now, these Horde guys who are unarmed and are just trying to get to safety are being fired upon by Alliance troops, which I guess that's kind of debatable. I mean, if you're in the middle of a war and they're trying to get out to kill you, maybe the right thing to do would be to finish them off. I don't know. But either way, we now have one of my favorite characters in the game. And ironically, I forget his name because I know Lore Walker Cho. I know Chen Storm's Terran Zhu. That's his name. Okay. He's a cool character. I like the Pandaland a lot, actually. I think they're really cool. But yeah, so that's kind of a shady little quest, or little thing that the Alliance does. They also imprison Pandaren, enslave them, and force them to work and help them build bases and stuff, which is also not cool. The Horde, I'm pretty sure, does the same thing. But the poor Pandaren, man, they get mistreated a lot, and in my opinion, they're like one of the most cool, chill races in the game. So I'm always down with the Pandaren. I like everything about how cool they are, and I like a lot. I don't know why. I always like characters or whatever that a lot of people give crap. Like, for example, Pandaland often get crap from a lot of people. Like, a lot of the edge lords who feel like the game should be nothing but sweaty, muscly orcs and spikes, and it's really weird. Like, that there can't be another form of, I guess, badassery that exists with Pandaland, but they're cartoony, they're for kids. It's like, you're playing a game that's rated teen, my friend. It's orcs and magic, you weirdo. What the heck, you know? Not that those things can't be cool for adults. It's just that it's just weird when people make those weird distinctions when they're playing a game. I remember the other day, I forget what someone was complaining about. Someone was, it was someone. So this is kind of a funny thing, and this is the example is from Overwatch, but I'll use it to apply to everything. So I don't know how people might feel about this. I don't know if this is a hot take and it might make people mad. I don't know, but sometimes, like, I was on a Facebook page or Reddit or somewhere about Overwatch. Some guy who was claiming to be a grown adult, you know, because they were saying, you know, they should put age restrictions on this game because, you know, I'm sick of all the kids and all the squeakers and it's just being rude, or I don't know, something to that effect, like complaining about kids, or they're not good enough or something like that. But a lot of times you'll hear them say these 12-year-olds are disrespectful and they should be banned, and it's like, you know, imagine, as I would put it, like, you know, imagine feeling like there should be an age restriction on a game that's a bunch of cartoon characters, superheroes and monkeys and robots, like, that's rated, you know, teen, you know, T for teen. Like, it's just a weird way, like, it's weird, you know, because there are a lot of adult gamers, and sometimes I feel like adult gamers can be more childish acting than kids, because, like, you know, to a degree, I mean, obviously there's toxicity that exists. I mean, if people say things, but even if people say something offensive to you, like, you know, someone could say to me, like, what are you, blind? Or, gosh, I don't want you on my team if you're blind. Like, oh, I don't want to be on your team either, you dick. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I take. I'm not going to, like, go to Blizzard and be like, this person should be banned because of that, or whatever. I do report people sometimes in the game, like, if people are spamming voice lines, or there's, you know, because to me that's an interference. You're actually interfering with someone else's ability to play. Or if, you know, people are throwing or not being active, I do report. I think those types of things should be reported. But if someone says something or whatever that's not like because, like, I guess that interferes with my ability to enjoy the game because it makes me upset. It's like, well, that's okay. I get that, but I also feel like maybe you shouldn't get so easily upset with minor things. Like, I remember, you know, playing Overwatch, and I played it on PC, and the last time I played it on PC, I was like, I'm just going to switch to console now, because I was playing it on both, and console people seem to be a lot more chill, believe it or not. Console has a bad rap. I don't know why. People think that console players are all toxic and whatever, but honestly, console seems to be a lot more chill. I was playing on PC, and somebody, because, like, you can actually, it's a lot easier to chat on PC, like, text-wise, because people can type, and most people on Xbox don't use keyboards or whatever. So anyway, somebody on PC, I just saw it in the thing, and it said reported for teabagging. And I was like, wait a minute. Like, you reported somebody for teabagging? Like, really? I mean, you know, I understand when people say, like, oh, teabagging is rude, it's disrespectful, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I have been known to teabag from time to time, depending on the situation. Especially if people are, you know, if people flank and try to do cheeky things and I own them or whatever and I teabag them. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I get teabagged and I'm like, all right, you know, fine, bring it on. Sometimes, yeah, like with flankers, for example, if I'm like Reinhardt and I just turn around, smack them with my hammer, they're done for, and I teabag them, you know, and just, I'm taunting them, like, come on, bring it on, come back, you know, come back and try to get me next time. And if anything, what happens is they're like so focused on trying to kill me, the tank, that it throws off their game enough, and you know, I'm like, hey, it's a mind game. Now, some people might not like that mentality, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a game. We're just having fun. It's not insulting someone personally. There's no, like, it's kind of hard to insult someone personally when you don't even know the person and all. I think there's a fine line to be made between, like, actual toxicity, you know, where you're actually, like, threatening someone, insulting someone based on some sort of, characteristic that you assume about that person, or whatever, and just having some fun and be like, just, I guess, the term would be shit talking, right? So, you're just having fun, and most people will either shit talk back or they'll just blow it off, like, whatever, man, and just keep playing and having fun. I guess my point is, like, I don't even know how I got started on this, but, like, a lot of, like, the person complaining about, like, the 12-year-olds, and they're claiming to be an adult, and I'm like, you're an adult, a grown adult, and you're getting tilted by a 12-year-old. Think about that for a minute.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.